Hello, my Pilates peepers. Julia Hartstein here. I wanted to teach you an exercise called the tree. Normally it's done here on the reformer. It's not normally taken out, but I often give it to my private clients when I feel like they need to work certain aspects in their body, tightness, usually in the back. So it's great for the back, and I'm going to teach you a very basic way of doing it and a more somewhat advanced way. I'm going to show you what it really looks like on the reformer first. You're not going to have a reformer to do this on. Then we're going to find a spot and sit and do it separately so that way you can practice it at home. So let's come over to the reformer. If you don't know, this is a reformer. I'll put my hair up too so you can probably see. And what the great thing about this is that your hips are higher, as you see, than your ankles, which is very helpful with this exercise. It's part of what's called the short box series, when the box is like so. And what you're going to do, the first part is a modified version of the tree. And you always want to remember, Ramona would always say when we got to the short box series, remember your Pilates box, shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip lines connecting. Your torso is a box, right? You don't want it to look like this. We do that on the dance floor, but when you're in your Pilates workout, you do not. So what you're going to do, bring your right leg up first, and you want to make sure your Pilates box is square, your hips are even. We often like to sit one side more than the other, right? Depending on how we drive, or we sit relaxing on the couch, watching TV or reading a book. However we do things, sometimes we play sports, they're more one-sided. So you're just going to check to see if your Pilates box is square. And the modified version, you're going to keep your knee bent in front of you, both hands in front of you, one hand over the other. You want to lift your waist, which hopefully you can see in this video while I'm doing it. You want to round over your knee. The hard part is not to just collapse and round over or just let this hang. It's about making space in here to round over, right? It's like someone's giving you a hug from behind. Keep those arms there and then lift up and over them. And then stack back up. So for women, think about wearing a corset. And for you men, you can think about wearing a cummerbund. And just by doing this and watching if your body moves around just to round over, maybe you sink on one side, maybe you relax your shoulder. Just notice what you do, because it's all about lifting that waist. So this is your modified version. You would do it both, one side, the other. Now I tend to sit into this side, my stronger side, and I fall into it. I have to adjust my hips a little bit. Ultimately, you want to work out so that you don't have to make all these adjustments. But we're not there yet, possibly, so just work for where you are. Hands in front of you, lifting your waist and rounding over. Let's see myself in the video. So I could pull my rib cage back a little bit more and lift my lower back more to come over. And stacking up. So if you have a mirror, right, this mirror obviously is too high to look, but if you have a mirror that maybe you can sit next to you, one of those ones that hang on the door, you can always move it and just take a look and see what your body is doing. I get to see in the video a little bit. And then lift up and over. You could do 3 to 5 of these, the most. It's usually the magic number in Pilates is 3. So let's go for your full tree. Let's say you've done that, that's starting to feel really good. You're not getting that much of a stretch anymore. You feel your powerhouse working to lift, but so now, keeping your Pilates box square, grab behind your thigh. And for those of you who are more flexible, you can grab elbow to elbow. And your goal is to stretch your leg up a few times just to limber the leg, right? Don't worry about your foot, it doesn't matter. Now here, if you need to work a little bit, you can point and flex your foot, right? When you point your foot, think about stretching the front of your ankle. And when you flex your foot, think about pulling the arch of your foot back to you. And that's where you're gonna get that really good stretch. And then you walk your hands up to where you can. Maybe they're here, maybe they're like this and you're trying to hold on. Wherever your body is, you just keep trying to lift. It's about the back. Stretching the leg, and then you're gonna round over to your leg. And then you stack back up. This is an excellent exercise to do after you've been traveling, right? All that sitting. It's an excellent exercise because it makes you lift in here. Great for the back. And then if you want to work on your flexibility, you walk up a little higher. Since I'm already up near my ankle, I'm going to grab the ball of my foot. Try to pull the pinky toe towards you. You grab that side first, and you can see how my knee's a little bent. So I'm going to lift my back, and then I'm going to try to stretch my thigh woo, into my leg, right? Now we're going to do the other side. And you would do these 2 to 3 times. And again, let me adjust my hip, and you'll probably see it a lot on this side because, again, I said this side's tighter for me. I just want to sink this way. And if you have that problem, and I don't have one near me, you can stick like a little pillow or a towel underneath you. You know what? I can use one of these pads, or two of these pads, as a matter of fact. Let's do this so you can see. I'm going to put this underneath this tush to help me a little bit. Aha, that helps to keep my hips even, because otherwise I just want to sink in that side. And it's hard to hold by myself without somebody spotting me right now. Grabbing behind your thigh, lifting up nice and tall, stretch the leg up the best it goes, and then see how much more shaky this one is on me? And 2, and 3, and hold. Point your foot and flex your foot. Point your foot and flex your foot. Hopefully you can see. Keep lifting, that's the hard part. And then walk your hands up to where you can. Maybe it's here, maybe it's here. Ooh, I'm a shaky. Shari would say, eat meat, honey, eat meat. Lift the back and then go up and over and kiss your leg. And stack back up. And up and over. And stack back up one more time, up and over. And stack back up. I had a really long car ride this weekend. Grab a little higher. Ooh, and you can see this one's a little tighter. I'm just going to try to keep lifting my back and my lower back. And stretch. And then bend and come down. Oh, I'll talk about that in another video. I got to see Barbara O'Neill and see her teach in person. It was wonderful. So meet me back here. I'm going to teach you the tree in my home on my steps, because it's about finding a spot where you can sit comfortably and feel your feet on the ground to do this. So I will teach this back in a little while, and I will see you soon. Many blessings. Bye.